Hello world and welcome back to another video from Superhero Review. This is Daniel and with me as always is...
Maddie, I had some fun from Superhero Review.
That's right guys, we are back once again and Happy New Year to everyone. I'm never really sure how long you can say Happy New Year to somebody into the new year, but I said it anyway. Happy New Year to everybody. We are now into January, which means it is now time for another top 10 of who are the best characters currently in DC Legends. So, if you go back and you take a look at our past videos and you see the characters that we had in there as our top 10, we have made a couple changes, but I'm going to go ahead and give you a little bit of a spoiler here. A lot of the stuff has stayed the same. We have added in some new characters that they've improved. Castaway Green Arrow. They've made some upgrades, added in some new characters with the new Arsenal in there. And so there are some new things going on right now in the game. But quite frankly, even with Castaway Green Arrow that you can see right there, Arsenal changes that they've made. Now, I have not yet gotten into how well Wally West works yet. So I don't have any of his yet. So this is going to be a countdown prior to unlocking Wally West, but we do have Arsenal unlocked. We already have him at a level Legendary 3. He's a good character, not great character, certainly not meta changing. And the improvements that they've made to Castaway Green Arrow, as well as Assault Suit, or whichever Lex Luthor this is, the changes that they made to him are not significant enough to change the meta. So this is going to be a very fast top 10 because I want to make sure that we don't waste your time, because ultimately there isn't a whole lot of changes that have happened in the month of January so far to change the meta. So even though the Arrow brothers are very good, and they have a renewed place in the meta now, they certainly aren't meta changers in any way. So very quickly, let's go through what we believe are now still the top 10 in DC Legends. Now, if you looked at our previous video, if you remember our previous video, there are going to be some changes in the bottom 5. So from 6 to 10 is going to look a little different. So first up is number
10.
Number 10 on our list right now, as we see it in the current meta. I believe that Donna Troy is the 10th best character out there today. What's really nice about her is that she was one of the free characters. So if you've been playing for a little bit, then you probably have quite a bit of her fragments. As you can see, we have her at an L3 and enough to actually take her all the way to L4. But we haven't done that yet. But she is, in my opinion, the 10th best character in the game today. So now down to number 9. All right, and number 9 on the list right now, as I see it, is a very strong character whenever people start to die and he gets buffed up. That is Larfleeze. Larfleeze is a very good character, but at the same time, with some of the higher characters that are ranked in the game right now, and that you're going to see in the top 2 and top 3 that are in the game, Larfleeze can be taken out pretty easily. But even with that said, he is number 9 on the list. Next up is one of the best leaders in the game today, especially with some of the changes that have been made to the Arrow brothers. One of the best leaders in the game today is still Batgirl.
Batgirl!
That's right. Batgirl is still one of the best leaders in the game, and hopefully you weren't dumb like me and forgot to take her legendary for her leadership. That's really bad. Obviously, whenever you're getting your Batgirl upgraded, start number 1 with her leadership upgrade. After that, I am happy that I took this passive as number 2, and I took this one as number 3. But there's still so many other things that would have been better for me to use. Stuff like the initial one would have even been better. I did not know at the time that she was, whenever they reworked her, that she was going to wind up being a really good leader. So learn from us. So make sure that whenever you take your legendary order, you start with her leader legendary first. All right. So now, go ahead, Maddie.
Is number 7 Bane?
Number 7 is Bane. She's absolutely right. Bane is one of the characters that we've decided to take to legendary level 70. He is 70 and gear 11. So you can see him there. Let's take a look at Bane here. Something has happened. Bane looks a lot different now. Huh.
Whoa.
Look at that. He looks much cooler with a much better hat on.
Ow.
I think that it is you who doesn't look good anymore.
So yeah, Bane is number 7 on our list today. All right. Moving on now to number 6. And number 6 is Red Robin.
Yum.
That's right. He is our most recent character that we've taken to level 70 and almost at gear level 11. You can see us there slowly creeping up on a full legendary level 11, gear level 11. And as you can see, we also have him at enough to take him to a 4-star, but not quite yet. So we're holding off on upgrading him just right now. But he has done well enough in the current meta to where he is number 6 on our list. Now we are down to the top 5. And number 5 in 5th place is Maddie's favorite character,
Harley Quinn.
the Mad Jester. Still has a very strong place in the meta today. She was one of the very first reworked characters out there. We believe in her so much that we have maxed her out, baby. 5 stars, got her fully ranked up, and got her at legendary level 11 as well as level 70 gear level 11. So that's how much we believe in Harley Quinn, the Mad Jester.
Yep.
Next one up is number
4.
4. And it shouldn't be any surprise because we are now getting into the best of the best. And so once again, another character that we believe is worth a legendary taking all the way to level 70, and that is Power Girl. Power Girl was one of those characters, again, that was a free character way back in the day. And so if you've been playing for a while, you know the ability of Power Girl and why she is such a good character. But she comes in at our list at number 4, which means we are now down to the last and final.
Number 3.
Number 3. There's only 3 left in our countdown. So which order did we put the best 3 in? Well, we're going to, in my opinion, the best leader in the game today is Deadshot, the hired gun. Absolutely, Maddie. And once again, how much do we believe in him? We believe in him enough to take him all the way up to a 5-star level and legendary level 5 and level 70 gear level 11. Best leader in the game today. I use him in probably 90% of PvP in red alerts. He is my go-to leader. So completely maxed out everything we can here. And then once we decide to start taking some characters all the way up to level 80, that's going to be one of the very first characters that we take all the way up to level 80. Unfortunately, the highest one that we have is a level 75 on a no-stroke character who is absolutely worth it at this point. So unfortunately, that's the only character we have leveled up above level 70. Now, here's a quick note. If you are not ready to take a bunch of characters, at least 4, your top 4 up to level 80, do not go above level 70. Why? Because that makes red alerts very difficult for you. Let me show you real quick what our teams look like here. You can see all of the characters over here to the left. All of them are level, look around here. Everybody's at a level 70, all of them. Except, of course, for No Stroke up there in the corner. And even Red Robin is also at a level 70. And you can see this is where we've stopped right now. The last couple characters we've taken have been Steppenwolf and Red Robin. And so we're going to be upgrading some other ones here pretty soon. Like I said, I do love the arrows. And so I may wind up taking one, if not both of them, up to level 70 before too long. But that is my threshold. That's where we stop on purpose. All right, so we've talked about number 3, and in my opinion, the best leader in the game today. Now we're going to come down to the last 2 characters in the game, and you already know who it's going to be. It's going to be one of these 2. So which one do I think is number 2, and which one is the best one in the game today? Well, without any further Superman is always number one on my list. But it's either going to come down to, is Wonder Girl number one or is Etrigan number one? We believe in both these characters so much, you can see that we've taken both of them to their max level. See that? 5-star on both, level 70 on both, gear level 11 on both. Both are very strong characters, and if you can bring both of them into PvP, you'll be doing pretty well. So, a lot of people out there can make a very strong case, and I know people like Hate Mail and a lot of other people on Reddit have made a very strong case for Wonder Girl, but in my count, she's still number 2 on the list. Number 2 for me is Wonder Girl. As we said, you can't beat the whip. You come in with a buff heavy team, she is going to whip the snot out of all of you. Snot-nosed kid's going to be knocked right out of there pretty quick. And that's why, in my opinion, the number one character in the game today, baby, is still Etrigan the Demon. That's right. He is a 5-star. He is level 70, and he is a gear level 11. And in my opinion, there's nobody else in the game that can do what he does. He will start off the game. If you don't have, and here's the reasons why I've chosen him above Wonder Girl. Reason being, number one, is if you've taken the majority of his leadership legendary abilities, not his leadership abilities, but his legendary abilities, you will notice that things like this one. Start off the battle with crit immunity and a small overheal. That's a very important one to take. That should be one of the first 2 or 3 that you take whenever you're doing your upgrades for Etrigan. Why? Because if you don't have, let's say you didn't have a taunter on your team, or somebody that's going to be calling all the attention to them, and you have hired gun Deadshot, which I use a lot, and if he's going to go before both Wonder Girl and Etrigan, you try to one-shot Etrigan, it's not going to happen because he's got an overheal, and more importantly, he is crit immune to start the battle. You go after Wonder Girl and they don't have anybody to draw the attention away, a taunter, you can take her out very first shot, very first go through. So that's one of the main reasons why I choose Etrigan above anybody else in the game. Not just that, but once you get to the point to where somebody else dies on the other team, he could be at the smallest amount of red. One more hit and that would have been it. And then he hits somebody else on the other team gets knocked out, and he gets full health all the way back, and then many times gets overheal on top of that as well because of all the intelligence up that he gets. And so believe it, baby, he is the best in the game today. So that's it. That is our top 10 currently. I wanted to go through it very quickly because ultimately, let's be honest, not a whole lot has changed since last month. They've made some upgrades, they've made some changes, but ultimately, not a whole lot has happened to change the meta since last month. So, you saw a little bit of change from 6 to 10. You saw no change from 5 to 1. Because, in my opinion, we're still where we were before. But that's okay. Maybe next month they're going to bring out somebody, and hey, I haven't seen Wally West yet. Maybe Wally West will break the meta. Probably not. But hey, he might. Oh, who's Wally West? I will show you who Wally West is. We don't have him unlocked yet.
Is he good?
Well, maybe. We don't know. He the one thing is for certain, though, he does not have an affinity advantage whenever it comes to either Etrigan or Wonder Girl. So in my opinion, he's probably not going to be changing the meta. But with that said, who knows? Maybe he's got something out there secret that I don't know about. All right, so what I want to do very quickly is show you the power of the top 4 that we were just talking about. I think a lot of you out there already know about how important that is. But let's go against a Wonder Girl team. Wonder Girl team. Let's go up against a Batgirl team. So let's start with this Batgirl team here. Let's go in and, hey, there's your top 4. Number 1, Etrigan. Number 2, Wonder Girl. Number 3, Higher Gun Deadshot. And number 4, Power Girl. And there we go. There's the team we're looking at there. That's my top 4 in the game today. So we have some diversity going on there. We got a red, a green, and 2 blues. And the top 2 blues are the top 2 in the entire game. So let's go in. We'll give you 1 PvP, and then we'll say goodnight, sweet Charlotte. Sweet Maddie.
That I get.
So, like I said, not a whole lot has happened to change the meta, which is fine. You don't have to be meta changing every month. But what I do want to see is for them to make some changes that influence the game going forward. Now, with all that said, one of the upcoming videos that me and Maddie are going to be doing here very quick is a video dedicated to what changes do we want to see in DC Legends. So, as I'm sure you are all well aware, let me take her out real quick. Boom, gone. She is Gonzo! All right, so as I'm sure a lot of you know, this is one of the last episodes before episode 200. And so what we want to say in episode 200 is we want to make it all about you guys. We want to say thank you to you for making us successful over the last 2 years that we've been doing this. Me and Maddie have. Maddie started out as a tiny little 6-year-old, and here she is as my little girl, my little 8-year-old now. And so she's a big girl, not a little girl anymore. And so we want to say thank you to you. And so we want you to be a part of the upcoming... I missed him again. Not that time. Got him, baby, because he is Gonzo. Like we said, we want you to be a part of episode 200. And in episode 200, we've already got some videos and some audio that some of y'all have sent in. All of you that have sent those in, you will all be a part of episode 200. If you too want to be a part of episode 200, send an audio or a video message to Dclegendsfan at yahoo.com. One more time, that's Dclegendsfan at
yahoo.com.
Yahoo.com, that's right. All right, let's take care of this team here. Let's get rid of them.
At yahoo.com.
At yahoo.com, that's right. Woo.
Send a message to Dclegendsfan at yahoo.com.
That's right, Dclegendsfan at yahoo.com. All right, gotta start taking out some people here. Well, what we're gonna do is we're gonna finish out this one, and then we're probably gonna say goodnight, and that'll be probably the last thing we do on this video. Uh-oh, she is Gonzo. That means it's all up to you, Arsenal. Are you gonna be able to stay around and beat all 4 of us? I don't think so, because you are Gonzo! And that is it for the night, baby. We appreciate you tuning in. We appreciate you spending your time with us tonight on this Sunday night. So, again, Dclegendsfan at yahoo.com. Send us an audio or a video message and let us know what you think about Superhero Review, about our channel, about what we've been doing, about Maddie, about me, about us, and about all of us spending time together, because it's all about
you guys.
It's all about you guys.
And also having fun.
And it's all about having fun. That's right. That's always been Maddie's motto from the very beginning. It's all about having fun. So you tell them what it's about, Maddie. What's it all about?
It's all about having fun and you guys.
And you guys as well. Absolutely. All right, guys. Well, that's going to do it for tonight's video. So, Maddie, is there anything you want to say to the people at home before we go?
Bye, Wilden. Thanks for watching. God bless you and have a great night. Don't forget to subscribe, drop a like, and stay tuned for the next video. Bye.
You heard her.